Hey, this is Warner Workman, Sergeant Major John Champ, Chapter, Sons of the American Revolution. And I'm here in my little SAR man cave. Listen, I wanted to talk a couple of things about just sort of giveaways, right? So, what I have in my hand here, I have poker chips, right? And you can see I've got red, white, and blue. And I have a special one, which we'll talk about in a minute. Now we give these out as handouts, and we have our chapter logo, as you can see right there. And on the flip side, we have 250. So these are our special edition 250. So we got that blue one, and we have a red one as well, right? And then we have a white one. Let's see if I make sure I get the white one, right? That's got red and blue, we'll call them tick marks. I don't know what else to call them, but tick marks, right? Now, the other thing I do, as many of y'all know, I do a float, and we enter it in 20 plus parades a year. So I have a special one that I've done. Now, this has our chapter logo on one side, and then it has the float logo on there as well. So my float has a name. It's sort of like hot dogs. My bologna has a first name. It's OSCAR. For y'all guys that are my age or older, you got it, right? But I don't even like calling it a float. I call it mobile diorama. And you can see there on the bottom, that's what I call it, mobile diorama. And the float base itself is called the Spirit of Liberty. And I'm doing another float. We're going to call it the Spirit of Freedom, right? But anyway, so let me tell you the advantage of these, poker chips. One, we give them out in mass. Now, of course, I love challenge coins, right? They tend to be pricey. They're like, $10 a piece, maybe a little bit more. You can get these poker chips here. If you buy them in bulk, you get them for about $1 a piece, maybe. I think they're $1.29 and packages of 100. But if you buy several and you get the little discount code, typically you can get them about, for about $1 a piece, right? I just ordered 400 of them. 100 blue, 100 red, 100 white, and then 100 mobile dioramas. But again, it's a good way to sort of get your name out to the community for cheap, right? And we just sort of give them out, especially static events, things like that. Now, my little float one, let me see if I can find it. My little mobile diorama, Spirit of Liberty, what I'm going to do with those is anybody that rides on the float in a parade is going to get a poker chip, right? So it's going to be a commemorative edition, select only. You actually got to do something for it. You got to ride on the float. Now, when you ride on the float, you have to be in period attire, right? Zero exceptions. You're not in. We're not at the beach. It's not summer or whatever the case may be. We want our float, the Spirit of Liberty, the mobile diorama, to be as authentic as possible. And so we just have a requirement. Now, what I typically do is I'll bring a couple extra frocks, a couple extra hats, for those people that are like, oh, I forgot, but you're just simply not riding our float without period attire, right? Okay, now with that said, the other thing I wanted to just talk about super duper quickly is we got this George Washington Parade coming up tomorrow. And actually, the real thing, you see that right there? So I'm big into trains. I got this G scale, garden scale train set up, and I actually got it, mounted to the wall in my little room. My room's not that big. It's probably maybe 10 by 10 or something like that. I've wanted one of these like my entire life. So when I got older and actually had money, I turned back into a kid and I got one. But again, I mounted this, and the little, it's called an egg liner. This thing, wait, it's coming. This is actually a patriotic one, red, white, and blue, and it's got, several of the past presidents on it. But I mainly wanted to, show y'all guys that. Just whatever, fun. Listen, God bless. We'll see you later.